What is up, you guys? Today we're back with another video, and for today's video it's going to be a little bit different. I used to fish this pond 4 years ago before I even started this bass fishing channel, and I would catch bass almost every single day that I would come out here. I would come out here so often, and believe it or not, I know it looks like an ugly, very urban pond, which it is, but I caught my PB bass here 4 years ago, and I'll put that up right now. Yeah, so 504 pounds, that was my PB bass for the longest time, and thankfully we finally broke it last year with the 6.32 pounder. But 2 or 3 years ago, they actually drained this pond where there was not a single drop of water in here. But one thing I do know for sure is that there's carp in here. And the reason I'm saying that is because when I walked over here to this spot, I saw a couple carp swimming by. But I'm hoping they didn't just put carp to clean the bottom of the pond. So yeah, I haven't bass fished here in over 2 years now, and this is one of my favorite spots. So the goal of today's video is just to determine, is there bass in here? And honestly guys, I haven't seen anyone post a bass here on FishBrain, this Facebook fishing group that I'm in. No one's ever posted a bass here since they drained it. So I'm not very optimistic about today, but you know what? If you're seeing this video, you're seeing it for a reason. And I'm throwing a Texas rig with a Guggen Kraken craw. It's a watermelon red color and like a 1/8 ounce weight. And now when I would used to fish here, I would target structures like this and fish in the shade. So yeah, we're gonna target shaded areas. It's 105 degrees out here, very hot. But I'm gonna walk around this entire pond today. So I cast like, whoop, a little bit too short. Oh, guys, we're on one. We're on one, no way. No way. No way, it's a bass too. Guys, yes. Oh, I cannot believe that. All right, guys, that is absolutely insane. Look at this. I cannot believe it. That is a nice 1 pounder, probably 1 pound. I'm not gonna overestimate, but I cast it right over there. I honestly didn't think there was anything big enough in here to catch. No other hook marks. Looks like I'm the first one to catch this guy. That's awesome. Let's let him back in the water. Oh, there he goes. Actually, the water's pretty cool. A lot cooler than I would have thought. The water looks pretty gross. Swam right off. That's insane. Didn't think that was gonna happen. And yeah, let's try to get back out there. Let's try to fish the same area. Let's see if there's anything else down there. I kind of highly doubt that they would all be stacked up on one area, just because there's probably not too many in here. Even though I caught one, there's probably not as much as there used to be. And the reason I'm using a Kraken craw is because it's a moving bait. We got to cover a lot of water. And when I used to fish here 3 or 4 years ago, like I said, I would always catch them. Oh, we're getting bit. We're getting bit. No, we were getting bit again. Like I was saying, when we used to fish here, we would catch them on a Kraken craw, but my PB that I showed you earlier was on a Guggen Squad crankbait. It was a sexy shad pattern, so maybe I'll have to bust out the crankbait later. But we just had our second bite of the day, same island. Maybe they are all just stacked up against there. It's very easy to get snagged out here, especially when you're casting at structure like I am. But yeah guys, very hot out here. I'm sweating a lot, and the time is currently 5:53 p.m. so it's probably the hottest, one of the hottest time of the day. So it's probably not ideal for these fish or for me, but you know what, we caught our first one of the day pretty early on, so we can't complain at all. Ooh, something tapped it. Guys, something tapped it down there. Let's try to get him to come back for it. I don't know if there was a bluegill, if there's even bluegill in here, if there's crappie in here. I have no idea what else is in here besides carp and bass. There's something down there. Wanted the Kraken craw. That is our third bite. I'm very surprised. Right under that tree on the edge of that island, that's where I caught my PB. The water wasn't shooting out when I caught my PB, so I don't think that's a good sign. But we got to make a cast over there. Even though there's line over there, I'm probably going to get snagged. But we have to make a cast in honor of that fish. That was a pretty good cast. That's probably as good as we're going to get back there. If we don't get one in that cast, there's nothing back there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here. I think the water flow is a little bit too heavy. We probably have to go out a little bit farther. Right now we're fishing behind the rock that we caught our fish at. We're on the other side, but just a little note, the water level is pretty terrible. I don't know if you can see my bait, but it disappears after literally 2 inches of being in the water. and we're standing in goose poop. It's pretty disgusting. Luckily I'm wearing my dirty shoes out here, but yeah, it's definitely not the prettiest park at all. And if you're looking to go somewhere where it's just nice and clean, here is definitely not the place. Yes, come on. Second one of the day, same exact spot too. Please. Oh, okay, come on. Please, baby. Come on. Don't fail me now. Boat flip. Oh, there we go. That's an even bigger one. Guys, that's an even bigger fish, I think. Is this the same fish? No, that's a bigger fish. I don't know where the hook is. Don't want to get hooked. Okay. Hook is right here. Look at that one, guys. That is a tank. Well, you know what? He's not like huge, but for this place, it's pretty dang good. The same exact spot. We walked around the whole pond again, and we got this guy after we came back to this spot for a second time. But I don't want to keep him out the water for too long. You see that fat tummy on him? But here we go. Thank you, buddy. Swims right off. He swam that way. But that spot seems to be the money spot. We're actually using the same thing, a crack and crawl, but I actually downsized my crack and crawl. I was using a smaller crack and crawl than I was before, but that guy took it. I can't even show it off, and that was my last one. But that is absolutely insane. I'm so happy with that. And you know, I guess all we can do is keep fishing. They seem to be stacked against the structure and islands like they used to be. It's just like old time's sake. And if you guys want to see me catch my fish, I post them as soon as I catch them on my Instagram. So yeah, if you want to check out any of my social medias, it's Blue Ridge Reeling on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, I just post random stuff on there, more fishing content. But yeah, let's try to catch our third one of the day. I'd be pretty surprised if we did, but you never know. Today's been pretty crazy, and I'm very thankful for that. Well, I was literally just recording my outro on my GoPro, and my GoPro died. But as I was saying, we have 10 minutes until the park closes. GoPro battery just died. So it's time to call this trip for today. We had a very good trip for not knowing if there was even bass in here. We ended up with 2, and there were 2 nice bass. Let me know in the comments below, would you guys want to see me try to carp fish here? There's some big carp in here. We could try to catch those while we bass fish, or even some catfish. I'm not too sure what else is in here. But that's going to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're still here, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. That's all for now. See you in the next video. Peace.